What's up, y'all? It's Julian Day here. Today is the 24th of June. Um, 24th of June. It's about to be 10:40 now. I have work later on today. Um, I needed to post this video ASAP because, the past few days I haven't had a chance to. Um, been finding it easier and easier to not post, but I feel like it's not a good idea to do that. So I'll try not to let it lead past 3 days, um, just because there's a lot of things on my mind that I want to share with you all. Um, and if I stretch it out further than that, I won't be able to remember. Just like a past couple of videos, I couldn't remember some of the meals I ate, you know. Um, Now, not saying that I don't remember the meals I ate because I ate something bad. Um, I don't remember the meals because um, the type of fruit I ate, perhaps. Um, I know for the past few weeks back, I've been eating a lot of melons and cantaloupe um, as full meals, and so the days kind of get squished together when it's like melon after melon after melon. Um, let's see. Today I woke up with some great water. Um, I got thankful for all the stuff I have. Um, a little meditation in my mind and um, just acknowledgement of all the opportunities and things I have in my life that I have gratitudes towards. Um, really good stuff. And let's see, it started off with a parasite cleanse, and then pretty much sat here, got on Facebook and a couple other apps to deal with some stuff, and then shot this video. But before that, last night, I want to put this out there. Speaking of last night I had a soup that I made completely vegan, no extra oils, fats, anything like that. It was um, really warming and really nourishing. Um, uh, with that thought, I wanted to mention that um, it's really easy to step off what you're doing if you incorporate things that you want to stray away from. For example, I want to stray away from cooked foods as much as possible. Maybe like a meal a week or a meal every 2 weeks. Um, just because I'm kind of like helping out my dad with the transition. I know deep inside he wants to transition over to it, and there's no really big support for him to do so. And so lately he's been pretty motivated, just because I've been pretty consistent with eating with him at this. It's Asian, like vegetarian, um, or no, not even vegetarian. It's full vegan. They use no egg products at all. A lot of the dishes growing up um, that my folks cook for me um, has been really amazing, and it's been kind of ingrained in my head. And I got a chance to break away from that distilled thought of, oh, you have to eat this, and this is your tradition, this is your culture, you can never forget it, and all that stuff. It's really tasty. But through this vegan restaurant, it's actually a Buddhist vegan restaurant. Isn't that crazy? Um, yeah, they got like meditation bowls and like all sorts of like good stuff, and just beautiful music playing in the background while we eat, and pictures of like different temples and the culture evolved around it, and it's really nice and peaceful to be in that type of environment, eating that type of food again, knowing that there's no bad stuff in it. They don't use any MSG at all. Um, their teas down to being organic and clean. So it's really nice. Oh, their water's filtered too is really cool. Never get that for the most part, a lot of restaurants have water straight out of tap. Even their ice is made out of tap water. It's really gross, all that fluoridation. Um, you guys can look up fluoride, fluoridine, um, at your own time, but that stuff is pretty awful for you. You don't want to consume that at all if you're into the whole progression and healing your body, your temple. Um, and so, yeah, once you start eating more of those cooked foods, there's a lot of salt in it, and the salt, for me personally, gives me cravings to go off my diet and eat more chips. Um, so lately I've been having chips again, but it's not as bad as it was before, eating like full bags at a time. Um, it's been slowing down to a quarter a bag, maybe as far as a half a bag, but it's slowly degressing from the full bag chipivore syndrome as meals. I'm highly grateful for that, and I know I'm moving forward. Um, so, being aware of that, I'm going to slow down a little bit on going out and eat, um, even if it's like fully vegan food. And so, let's see, yesterday with the soup I made, it was really good. There was like tomatoes in there, zucchini, um, there was, what else is there? Oh, there was mung dal in there. There was mushrooms, onions, thyme. It was really tasty, and I put some hemp hearts on there, extra protein, good stuff. And then I made some brown rice, cooked that, served that to everyone. For the most part, everyone ate the soup and loved it. Yes, I got them to have one meal, but that's cool. And then the lunchtime, I remember having a bunch of bananas. I'll probably shoot some pictures, or put up some pictures that I shot of the bananas I've been eating, of some of the fruits I've been eating. And then that morning, I had a day off, so I had a big smoothie. That's what it was. Um, Another smoothie time. Smoothies are just so good. I've been kind of spreading it out, doing like fruit in the morning, um, a day, and then smoothie the next day, and then fruit the next day, and then smoothie the next day. That way it doesn't get so like intertwined to being, you know, the same redundant over and over smoothie, 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 or fruit, 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 fruit. Um, Especially knowing that I put a lot of superfoods into my smoothies. I don't really want to waste that by overstimulating my mind with the same type of stuff in it, and have like a more of a differentiating pattern, if that's a word, differentiating, um, differentiating pattern. They say that if you eat the same thing over and over and over, um, your receptors in your brain kind of tells it that, it wants to plateau soon. So you eat something new, it starts climaxing, climaxing. You eat something new again, climax, climax. But if you keep eating the same thing over and over, it only climax to a certain point, and then it plateaus. And once it plateaus, that's where the line gets kind of boring, and you're tending more to the addiction side of things, to go back to the way it was, eating junk food and bad food. So knowing that, adjusting accordingly. Let's see, the day before that I had work. Luckily for me, there was a lot of blueberries just set out on the table, so I ate a bunch of blueberries. I ate a bunch of bananas for lunch, and then before that, I had, what I have, I kind of skipped lunch that day actually. I had a no cow bar, protein bar for lunch. In the morning, I had some more melons and jackfruit actually. So it was pretty good day. The day before that, I was. So today is Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. It was a day off. Wednesday was the day I worked, and then Tuesday was another day off of mine. And I remember eating more jackfruit in the morning, more bunch of bananas. I have a lot of bananas that have gone ripe, and if you guys have a lot of bananas that goes ripe, definitely throw it in the freezer. It'll preserve it. Make sure you peel the peels off. You can chop them up later, break them in your hand, put them in a smoothie. It makes it nice, cold, and tasty. Um, yeah, so I had fruit all throughout that day. Parasite cleansed both days in the morning and hydrated with water. Um, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I've been actively doing a bunch of things, pursuing what I want in life, and holding myself accountable. So that's all I want to mention for now. Peace be with y'all. Peace, peace.